language for a quiz that's going to be next week. And we will be doing language page 72. Now let's start with reviewing for the quiz. One of the things you will be doing on the quiz is putting in commas in some sentences. So let's review the comma rules first of all, and then we're going to do some sentences on the board that have to do with commas. Bless you. Alright, so look at the chart, review the comma rules. Use a comma and a conjunction to correct a run-on sentence. Use a comma after yes or no at the beginning of the sentence. Use a comma before and after the name of the person you are speaking to in a sentence. And that is called direct address. Use a comma to separate the city and a state. Let's say the rest. And after the state too if it's not at the end of the sentence. Use a comma to separate words or groups of words in a series. Use a comma to separate parts of a date. And again, we will say it the way I want it said so it's more clear, which is after the day in a date and after the year too if it's not at the end of a sentence. Okay, so eyes up here, and we are going to put commas in these sentences. So the first sentence, read it with me, says, orange, red, and brown are the colors in the canyon. So we're going to put one comma. Just tell me one comma.
After orange.
After orange. The rule?
Words in a series.
Words in a series. Very good. So insert a comma after orange because this is part of words in a series. Abby, where's the next one go?
After red.
After red. So insert the comma after red. Where's the next one I'm going to go? Owen?
Stop.
Stop. Very good. When you get to the word and or, you need to stop putting the comma. Alright? You're not paying attention. I need you to pay attention. Alright. Next sentence. Read it with me. Yes, my cousin Ken lives in Flagstaff, Arizona. Where's the first one going to go?
After yes.
After yes. Yes or no at the beginning of a sentence. Where's the next one going to go? Page?
After Flagstaff.
Very good. After Flagstaff. Why?
Because it's separating the city and a state.
Very good. A city from a state. Do we need one after Arizona?
No.
No, because Arizona is a state, but it is at the end of the sentence, so therefore it's just a period or whatever punctuation it needs to be. In this case, it is a period. All right, let's read the next one, please. Quickly get that picked up and take up your seat. Pay attention. Read this one with me. I wonder, Mom, if you have pictures of the canyons. What are we going to do this time, Ben?
After. Before and after mom.
Oh, I was going to have you just tell me one, but you are right. Before and after mom, because this is direct address. And since mom is not at the beginning of a sentence, and it's not at the end of the sentence, it's somewhere in the middle of the sentence, you need a comma before and after. And some of you guys still do not do that. Please sit up and pay attention. If I have to tell you that again, I'm going to give you a towel. So whenever direct address is somewhere in the middle of the sentence, you need to put the comma before and after the name of the person you are speaking to. All right, let's read the next one. On Tuesday, June 10, 2019, my family drove along Salt River Canyon. All right, Liam.
After Tuesday.
After Tuesday, because it is a
Day.
day in the date. We're going to say a day in the date. Tuesday, that's a day. All right, give me another one. Alex, what do you think? Where else do I put a comma?
Picture.
Okay, I'm not even on that sentence anymore, hon. I am on Tuesday, June 10th, 2019. My family drove along Salt River Canyon.
Felony.
Say again?
Felony.
Line. You have to have a reason to put a comma. You have a rule for why to put it after family? So it's the 10th day. So you put a comma after the day and the date. You really need to pay attention to the rules, because you haven't been here, so you need to pay attention to the rules. What's another one?
After 2019.
Yeah, after the, everybody, after the year, because it's not at the end of the sentence. Yes, Olivia?
After salt.
Fine. This would be one of those things, if you had this on a test, you might want to raise your hand and ask me, is Salt a city and River Canyon a state?
What city is salt?
Is Salt the name of a city? Or is Salt River the name of a city? Is Canyon the name of a state?
No.
What is Salt River Canyon?
A place.
It's a proper noun. It is a particular place. So it is just a proper noun. It's not a city and a state. But guess what, guys? If you don't know, just raise your hand and ask me, and I will tell you. That's not helping you by telling you. If you don't know if it's a city or state, just raise your hand and ask. And I will tell you, no, Salt River Canyon is the name of a canyon. It's a particular place. It is not the name of a city and a state. Okay? That's all you have to do is ask. Because if you don't ask, Grace, please pay attention. If you don't ask, and you put a comma there, you're gonna end up having it wrong. Because Salt River Canyon is not a city and a state, it's the name of an actual canyon. All right, the next thing that's going to be on the next quiz is direct address. And again, I don't believe we're doing it in our paper yet today, but we are going to look at it on the board. Direct address, not direct address, I'm sorry, a direct quotation. I'm saying the wrong thing, direct quotation. So if it is a direct quotation, what do you have to have around it? Very good. Quotation marks. You have to have quotation marks around words of a direct address. Not direct address, I'm saying it again. Direct quotation. For direct quotation, it must be in quotation marks. Please stop playing with your pencil. Please get your attention over here to these sentences on this side of the board now. Sit up straight. Everybody sit up straight. Stop slouching, stop laying on your desk, and sit up straight. Let's look at this first sentence. Okay, and what you're going to be having to do on the quiz is tell me what needs to be capitalized. Now yesterday when we talked about direct quotations, I told you that the quotation is like a sentence within a sentence. Okay? So, the first one says, Dad said, let's plan a trip to Arizona. Alright, now I already have the punctuation. Whenever you do a direct quotation, the part that's not the quote, the part that is explaining who said it and who asked it, that is a comma usually after it before you start the quotation. So you would have Dad said, comma, quotation mark, then you would have the quote, then you would have the ending punctuation, and then you would have the end quotation mark. Okay? So what do I need to capitalize in this sentence? Page. Dad, because that is the beginning of that sentence. You know what? Let's try a different color that would pop, because that looks too much like what's already there. Alright, so let's go with the blue. Alright, so Dad needs to be capitalized. What else needs to be capitalized? Adam? Let's, because that is the beginning of the quotation. Okay, so here's your quotation marks, the very first word in the quotation. It also needs to be capitalized. Do you see anything else that needs to be capitalized? Owen?
I lost it.
Go find it. Dad said, let's plan a trip to Arizona. Yes, Arizona. Arizona is a particular place, so it needs to be capitalized. Are you paying attention? Because this is what you're going to have to do on your quiz next week. It will be about capitalizing the first word in the sentence the first word in the quote, but then you also need to make sure there's not something within the quote that needs to be capitalized, like Arizona. I really want your attention over here and keep it over here. Listen to what I'm saying. Read the next one. Will we fly to Flagstaff, Arizona? Asked Tim. And I forgot to put in a comma here. So let me put in my comma real quick. This is not about punctuating. All right, will we fly to Flagstaff, Arizona? Asked Tim. By the way, notice this time, since the quotation is a question, you don't have a comma, you have a question mark. So you have your quotation mark, you have what they said or what they asked, then you have a question mark, then the quotation marks again, and then it says asked Tim, and that ends in a period. Because is asked Tim the question? No, the question is the quotation. So at the end, there's a period, but right here, you have the question mark, because the quotation is the question, but then when you say ask Tim, it ends in a period. All right, so what needs to be capitalized there? Olivia Marsh.
You need to capitalize Tim because it's a name.
Yeah, Tim is a particular person, or you can say a name, either one fits. Proper noun or name. Liam.
Capitalize will because it's at the beginning of the sentence.
Yes, the beginning of the quotation or the beginning of the sentence. Either one is correct. Lily. Flagstaff, because it is a proper noun, right? It's proper noun. And Brennan.
Arizona.
Arizona, because,
It's a state.
okay, so it's a proper noun again. Two proper nouns. Flagstaff is a city and Arizona is a state. Let's read the next one. I want to drive there, said Beth. All right, this time, look at it, please. Look, please. This time, this quotation is not a question. It's just declarative. So when it is just declarative, you don't put a period, you put a comma. So you have the quotation mark, comma, quotation mark, and then another period. Okay? You only have to put the ending punctuation when it's not a period. Okay? So for example, when it's a question that they asked, or if they got excited and it's supposed to be exclamatory, then you need to put in the punctuation. But if it's just declarative, then you're going to put a comma here. Instead of having two periods, you're just going to put a comma there. So, I want to drive there, said Beth. What needs to be capitalized? Zeke.
I, because two reasons. Is at the beginning of the sentence, and always you have to capitalize I.
Very good. The
What
word
does that
I.
mean?
The word I.
I.
Yeah.
If it's in the middle or
Just
first letter.
the word I always gets capitalized, but this in this case it is the beginning of the quotation, so it still gets capitalized. Tess. Beth. Because
It's a name.
a name, or you could call it a proper noun. All right, very good. Let's go on to the next one. Sue said, playing games in the van is fun. All right, this time, Sue said, you have your comma, then your quotation mark, then you have her quote, and this time she got excited about it. So it's exclamatory and then more quotation marks. All right, so who hasn't done one? I want somebody who hasn't done one. Landon.
Capitalize Sue.
Capitalize Sue. All right, what else? Alex?
Capitalize James.
The beginning of the quote is not games. What's the first thing she said? What is the first thing she said? Playing. That is what you need to capitalize. Because if you have quotation marks, this is the first thing she said. That's what gets capitalized. Okay? Jonathan? Well, we will. But you had your hand raised before I even read it, so I thought you wanted to say something. So that is all, because do you have to capitalize games?
No.
No, you would already capitalize a game if they actually name the game, like sorry, I like to play sorry in the van, or I like to play Monopoly in the van, alright? But those are capitalized because they are particular games, right? Alright, let's look at this next one. Mom said that we leave after school. Is that a direct quotation?
Yes.
No.
So if I said, Mom said, and took that away, Mom said, that we will leave after school. Is that what Mom said? No. So for one thing, Mom didn't say that we will leave after school. And for another thing, what does it not have?
Quotation marks.
It doesn't have quotation marks. So it's not a direct quotation. Okay? This is just telling me what Mom said in your own words. If Mom said it in a direct quotation, Mom would have said, we will leave after school. That would be a direct quotation. But when you say, Mom said that we will leave after school, you're not saying Mom's direct quotation words. You're changing her words. What about this one? Beth said that she hopes we stop for dinner. Does it have quotation marks, Adam? Adam, answer my question. Does it have quotation marks? Yes, you can. You know what quotation marks are.
Can't see it. I can't see it.
Then come closer.
Yeah, there's no quotation marks.
So is it a direct quotation? And would the words that Beth said have been that she hopes we stop for dinner? Would she have said that she hopes we stop for dinner? No, so that is not a direct quotation. Please have a seat, thank you. Please have a seat, thank you very much. All right, so I still want us to capitalize though. What should be capitalized in these sentences? Everybody just tell me. Mom. In that first sentence, only mom. What about the second one?
Dad.
Dad. Just the first word in the sentence. Because they are not direct quotations, so you don't need to capitalize anything more than that. All right, remember what we were learning yesterday about abbreviations for parts of an address? So they've already done the first one for you. And by the way, we're not going to do what they did and make lots of little dots and dashes. You can make a dotted line like this if you want to. Just go boop, 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 and make it a dotted line. But I do not want you to do the detail that they put into it. You're not going to do two solid lines and a dotted line in the middle. Do you understand? So you can do a dotted line to go to the next one. They already did the first one for you. They went from street to capital S-T period. We will spell it. All right, where are you going to take drive? D-R, no? Capital D-R, period. You need to wake up. Stop playing with your pencil. I do not know why you guys think that you can sit there and play with your pencil when I'm trying to teach you something and then we're doing our paper and you're still sitting there playing with your pencil. All right, what about the next one? Underneath that it says court. Capital C-T, period. Some of your roads may, or your dotted lines may have to curve to go around something a little bit. And some of your roads will cross each other. All right, what about the next one? Boulevard.
Capital B-L-B-D, period.
Very good. Capital B-L-V-D, period. All right, the next one underneath that is avenue.
Capital A-V-E, period.
Capital A-V-E, period. Very good. All right, then there's one in the middle of all that, and it's lane. What was the abbreviation for lane?
L-M, period.
Capital L-N, period. Very good. And then I also see circle.
Capital C-I-R, period.
Very good. Circle would be capital C-I-R, period. And one more, road.
Capital R-D, period.
Very good. Capital R-D, period. All right, this next section will be good practice. It doesn't have any quotations in it, direct quotations in it, but it will still be good practice for telling me what needs to be capitalized. So let's read the first sentence. In school today, we had fun learning to spell Mississippi. All right, so what needs to be capitalized first? N, because it is
At
the beginning of the sentence. So do 3 little lines underneath it. What next?
Mississippi.
Mississippi, because it is a proper noun. We're not going to say a place. The store is a place.
I didn't say that.
Somebody did. It is not just place, it is a proper noun. All right, read the next sentence with me. My family and I drove to Mississippi on our vacation. My, first of all, my, because it's being in a sentence. Secondly, I, because it is the word I. And thirdly,
Mississippi.
proper noun, again.
What about
What about what?
we need a comma before and?
No, you don't. You only do that for words in the series, which is 3 things or more, not 2 things. And I taught that to you when we learned words in the series. It is not. No, that's for a run-on sentence. This is not a run-on sentence. This is not a run-on sentence, and we're not fixing commas. We are only doing capitalization. But is my family a sentence all by itself? No, it's not, ever. My family. You just said my family, that's not a sentence. You need to stop. You need to sing at recess. Do you understand me? We will have a chat at recess. Number 3, read it with me. Mississippi became a state on Wednesday, December 10th, 1817.
Mississippi.
Oh, you guys.
What?
I'm sorry, that is the first one, isn't it? I was going down to the next one already. What next? Wednesday, which is days of the week, months of the year, but not the seasons. And December, very good, which is the very next one for the same exact reason. Days of the week, months of the year, but not the seasons. All right, number 4, read it with me. The state of Mississippi was named for the Mississippi River. The beginning of the sentence?
Mississippi.
No, state is not proper.
Mississippi.
Mississippi, which is proper, it's actually naming a particular state. State does not name a particular state. Mississippi and river, because that would be a compound noun. Mississippi River, you need to capitalize both words for that compound noun. So the, beginning of the sentence, Mississippi, which is a particular place, and Mississippi River, which is another particular place, but it's also compound. All right, last, read it with me please. Last November, the Clark family went to the Veterans Day Parade in Biloxi, Mississippi. Last and November, very good. Last because it's beginning of the sentence, November, days of the week, months of the year, but not the seasons. Clark, because it is a particular person, proper noun or name. You do not capitalize family.
Veterans.
No. No, it's not. Clark only. Veterans what?
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, both of them. No, you don't need parade. Veterans Day is the special day or holiday. Veterans Day is the special day or holiday. You don't need parade. Biloxi is a particular place and
Mississippi.
also a particular place. And that would also be considered a compound noun. Biloxi, Mississippi, one particular place, Biloxi, Mississippi. All right, read the next one. Visitors to Mississippi can take a tour on the Pascagoula River. Visitors would be first. Please don't be skipping around like that. That's how things get missed, and then you don't even do them, even though you know it. Visitors is the beginning of a sentence. Next is Mississippi again, and last Pascagoula and river. A compound noun meaning a particular river. Pascagoula River. Sorry about that. All right, what's the next one? Read it with me.
Big
Cypress. Big ridiculous.
Mississippi.
Only Mississippi, that's the only other thing in that sentence. Read the next one.
Both
Miss Johnson and Dr. Bradley are teachers in my school.
Both.
Both, begin the sentence.
Miss
Oh,
Johnson.
Miss Johnson, you need her title of respect too. Miss is a title of respect, Johnson is her name. Together, that's a compound noun. What else?
Dr. Bradley.
Doctor and Bradley. Compound noun again. The name of the person is Dr. Bradley. Next one. My friend Crystal and I are having a picnic tomorrow. Mine. Begin a sentence. Crystal, very good, that's her name. I, always the word I. Number 10, I am so glad that God hears my prayers. I and God. Names referring to God in the Bible, that's God. Prayer is not a name referring to God in the Bible. Alright, now you need to write a declarative sentence using your best friend's name. So that is a name, a particular person, place or thing, proper noun, so it needs to be capitalized. And then you're gonna write an exclamatory sentence using the name of your favorite holiday. But please do not just say, my favorite holiday is this. Just use your favorite holiday in a sentence, telling me what you do on that holiday. They only give you 3 lines. Just number 1 and put the first sentence about your friend, and then number 2 and put the second sentence. Do not run them together like a story. Unless you are having to make it into a story. You could make it into a story, couldn't you?